And Jeff's not here, but I'm live. And there is Jeff.
Hello.
Jeff is here.
Sorry, I want to show my dog off real quick.
Oh, okay. It was a all live dog video
Yeah.
tonight. Gotcha.
Yeah, hold on. There we go. Gotta show the dog.
Little cinnamon for us all.
Cinnamon.
She looked at you. There we go. She's like, "Hi guys, bye. I'm gonna leave now. Screw
F
you."
this, I'm out.
Yeah. I'm not Gary Gygax, by the way.
Is that how my dog sound too? Hi,
Yeah.
I'm a dog. I do dog things like put my head on the bed.
Yeah. The dog is a special guest tonight. Yes, Flint, you are correct. Cinnamon the dog, and what are we gonna do?
And me.
Yeah, get out of there. We don't care about you. All we care about is Cinnamon.
Hi, would you like to try some jalapenos? Okay, bye.
Absolutely, sir. We want to try those. So we're live. Randomtainment. That's what we're calling ourselves tonight.
Randomtainment. Who the hell came up with that one?
I stole it. It's
from whom?
Remember remember the Halloween movie that was with Busta Rhymes when he went against Michael Myers?
Oh yeah.
And
I've never seen it, but I do remember it. Yeah.
His inside the movie he called it Dangertainment. So I'm like, screw it. I'm just gonna call us Randomtainment.
All right. Well, that's our that's what we're gonna call ourselves. Randomtainment.
Yep. Got my light on tonight, so you can see my glasses there. See it?
Yep. Got the old ring. Just showing out in your glasses. Thank you. She loves treats and belly rubs.
So you can go right to Jeff's house and he'll take all the belly rubs he can get. I mean, Cinnamon will.
Oh, I just woke up from the barroom floor.
Please excuse my bad looks and my hand puppets here. Anyway. No, that was
H2O.
No, I don't think that was H2O. It was Resurrection. H2O. They were at the school.
I'm gonna tell you now. I never seen any of the Halloweens. I've never seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay.
I've seen the Leprechauns. I've seen the Freddys. I've seen the Jasons. All of which I liked.
So you've never seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Correct.
How dare you?
Well, here's the big one that's going to offend a lot of people. I've never seen Rocky Picture Horror Show.
Delays like 15 seconds. I mean, if anything, watch the remake so you can see Jessica Biel, man.
No, absolutely not.
You want to? I mean, come on. How could you not want to see that?
Hi, I just had to wear a tank top.
It's a lot better than what we got in 2023. And hey, here's a story of a man named Brit. Anyway. Yeah, she was one of the remakes, and then they did another one, and I think it was 2023 on Netflix, and they picked that weird-looking girl.
I had Halloween to the Crow list. You can only put it on so much. I can't watch all of them. At this point in time, I might as well just not watch The Crow.
Yeah, we went from Jessica Biel, which I showed you a second ago, to that.
I'm a girl.
You'd think. But, hey, we can do that.
Harry Potter in a wig?
It looks like Harry Potter in a wig, right?
Abracadabra.
Yeah, that was probably one of the worst Texas Chainsaw Massacre ever that they ever did, and it was dumb. I was just like, this is a dumb movie. You at least give me a hot chick, but no.
I guess it would be like the same thing as Michael Myers. That's Halloween. I mean, he is the incarnate of evil. You cannot kill him, even though he's just a dude.
Hi, I'm just a dude. I mean, Michael Myers was on Halloween, so
I mean, didn't they shoot him and he lived?
I shot him 6 times. Yeah, that's what he screamed in the movie. Even though he shot him 7 times, but you know, we don't count the number of bullets in a 6-shooter revolver.
One was a flashback. Shoots him 6 times, flashback to one more time. Oh yes,
Yeah.
that first bullet. That was the best. No.
Yeah, because there's one point he shoots him, and then he shoots him 6 more times, and he's like, "I shot him 6 times." It's like, dude, you shot him 7 times. You just never reloaded.
So, what keeps that guy alive, Michael Myers? Didn't he
Well,
get stabbed or something?
he got stabbed in the neck. He got blown up in the second one. He had his eyes stabbed out. I mean, there's a lot of things that happened to him.
Jeez. Hi, Michael Myers. I keep coming back to life.
Well,
Even though I'm just a dude.
they explained it in parts 4, 5, and kind of 6.
Mm-hmm.
That there was a cult behind him. He was the Curse of Thorn cult, and he would come back, and he was supposed to be a child is born into the world for evil, and for the rest of the village is supposed to get perfect crops for the rest of the year. Some bullcrap like that.
And he has like low IQ or something like that.
That's why we call him the boy that lived. Wow. I shot him 6 times. Okay, that's great, old man.
How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing well.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well today. If you're not, then I don't know. Fuck you. Whatever.
If you're not, we're sorry you're having a bad day. That's what I think you meant to say.
Yes, that's totally what I meant to say.
Fuck you, He-Man.
Yeah. Mommy, what happened to my cartoon? Oh, shut up. Mommy's trying to get drunk.
Mommy's trying to get laid. Leave me alone, little bastard. Jeez.
Mommy, you're being way too cruel tonight.
What? Were you with the Halloween mom or something? There was one I saw that was the mother was like that. Was it Black Christmas or something like that?
What, the mom was getting drunk on Christmas?
No, she was just like getting laid or something like that.
That was probably just about every 70s and 80s movie, but anyway.
Go away, you little bastard. Mommy's getting piped.
What does that mean, Mom?
You'll find out.
Ah, poor Rob.
Well, I didn't tell you to F off.
Actually, that was written by Jeff. I was just reading it out loud. That's all.
Shut up. Hold on. Tell them to
So Skeletor was telling He-Man, have a nice day. Yeah.
Hey, He-Man, have a good one.
Yeah. He-Man, I don't have to shave my balls because it's just bone. I swear I didn't drink anything tonight.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Hey, He-Man, want to see my boner? Yes, I do. Oh no!
I didn't think he'd call. I didn't think he'd call my bluff.
Shit! I'll get you next time He-Man runs away.
But no stop. I don't know. So what do we got in game? Yeah.
Well, what have we got in game? Last week we had our basic fantasy, our basic bitch game.
Yeah, Basic Fantasy is turning out pretty good. You guys got a whole lot of money and stuff like that. And if I'm looking at my numbers correctly, you guys got close to like $4,000 in gold or something total. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We should have kept the Gooner jar for Bowie.
The goo jar.
The Gooner jar.
Oh
that
yeah,
the alpha word.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, the goo jar.
The Cyclops. They went to the Cyclops caves, and one of the
don't
jars.
Give it away. I say, don't give it away.
One of the jars was filled with wax.
Sure. wax. You described it as a sticky substance.
I said it. I did not say sticky substance.
You said it's a thick, viscous, sticky substance.
Okay, you keep adding to the wording.
I'm pretty sure you used the word opaque in there too.
I did no such thing.
Pretty sure you did. You said it smelled like the sea.
It smelled like the sea.
Like salty.
Yes, Jeff's character taste tested it too. He
Well,
had to
we're
be
making-
sure.
That's what movie was all about.
Louis was not there anyway.
That's why we're the jar from the taste.
Ah.
So we ended up with the snowball fight and killed a bunch of orcs.
Yep. You
Oh,
guys will hear that
so-
when that comes out.
But we won't tell you how we killed them. So you'll have to find that one out by watching the show sometime. When are you supposed to post the next one?
Oh, when I have some time to edit. I haven't had time this week.
It's good stuff. It's too bad we couldn't play 3 games. I would have liked it.
Just no.
Vince, what was that meme I should sent you? Getting Grace Gold.
Yeah. Something like what it's just put in the chat, but not exactly. My God. So anyway, leprechauns. Did a video on leprechauns this week.
Did you?
Well, did a podcast on leprechauns talking about how they are the Gygax undo erase button monster. So
Undo erase monster?
yeah, so if you basically fuck up as a DM and give out too much shit to people, then you have a you have an undo button here, which is called the leprechaun.
Okay. So if you give a player too much gold, you can use the leprechaun to take it. Because they're all about that gold.
No, the leprechaun likes to steal items and stuff like that. Really, he does.
Where is he stealing from?
Player characters with a 75% chance of doing so. And he has a high chance of using illusion and everything at will to get it done.
Okay. Does he have any other magical things?
But he has create illusion at will. He has invisibility at will. And there's one more thing that he has. I can't remember. I think it might be charm person or something. They're pretty powerful, but they're little assholes is what they are.
So do that's my thing about fantasy worlds, right? Is like if you would go to anybody here in America and say, "Hey, have you ever heard of an elephant?" They'd probably be like, "Yeah, I've heard of elephants." And you ask them to describe one, they're like, they're big, gray, have big trunks and tusks, big ears.
Not quite sure about that last one there, Rob.
Unless you consider yourself an object.
So go on. Big gray.
But, so that's my thing about fantasy worlds, right? Is I would guess that people have heard of leprechauns in the fantasy world, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay, so we know leprechauns don't exist here in our world, but I bet you if I asked you, Mister the evil DM, the evil DM, the evil DM, describe to me a leprechaun.
Little short asshole that likes to kill people and steal stuff.
Okay. Is there
any way? That was the movie. Never mind. I
was like, is there a way he looks like? But wears particular clothes?
I mean, he looks like a little midget, and he wears like a little a green suit, and he's got a little top hat on with a little Irish luck clover on his little lapel, and he's wearing like a little traditional old school Irish suit, I guess. One of the fancy suits.
So I can imagine that the players would kind of know what what a leprechaun looks like. So
Yeah.
I guess he would have to describe him, disguise himself as something else.
It's every guy in Brooklyn.
And want to fight about it?
Oh.
They love Lucky Charms. Oh, yeah. Cereal. Of course.
So what were you getting at, Jeff?
I'll say, so the players could easily pick him out. So I guess he has to disguise himself. Otherwise, people will be like, that you're a leprechaun. Let's hide our shit.
Well, the leprechaun is invisible up until the point that he wants to steal your shit. So, and then he has a 75% of stealing your shit without you even noticing.
So, how long can one stay invisible?
Uh-oh, we got Legion of Myth here. Hey, Legion of Myth.
Uh-oh. Sorry.
You work with leprechauns? Do you exist in our world?
He is the Legion of Myth, so, or I assume he. Legion does work with a myth. Would seem like a person who works with leprechauns. But anyway, going back to how long can they stay invisible for?
As long as they don't take an action. Pretty much the same thing as any other invisibility spell.
What constitutes as an action?
Well, it would have to be some type of action against you, like touching you, hitting you.
All of a sudden, I feel a hand rubbing against my back. I'm taking my action.
You just hear it out of nowhere in your ear. Hey, big boy.
I'm taking my action.
I'm taking action. But yeah, unless he does like something that would make him uninvisible, like like taking an action, like hitting you, stealing from you, things
Taking
like
a
that.
dump?
I mean, if you want to take a dump on your head, sure. Absolutely.
That's one big bird.
You just hear, what
an asshole.
And you just plop right on your head, and you just see a leprechaun running away. But the thing is, he could do it at will, so it's just like, bing, and then boom, he's gone. So
how would one catch a leprechaun though? Before it steals your shit.
Leprechaunibus. You really can't. You really can't catch them. But the thing is, if you chase after them, there's a chance that they'll drop whatever they stole in trying to get away. So.
Drop a turd. You
Look,
got me.
There's my item. Oh wait, that's a big giant turd. Ugh.
You know what? He can make it. He can polymorph object. Can he?
That's true. He can polymorph objects. Yep.
Why is my sword all warm and mushy?
Why is it rubbery? Why can I stick it against a wall?
Thanks, Wizbot.
You're welcome.
And so I told him, you have one more viewer. He said thanks. And he left.
Is there a rainbow in all this? No, there's no rainbows.
Is there a pot of gold?
No, there's no pot of gold. Though you can follow him back to his lair and probably find a pot of gold.
Why does all this gold smell like shit? It's me, pot of gold. It runs away.
Well, I guess one person's dump is another man's treasure.
Just go back to town. I found this pot of gold. That's not gold there, buddy.
Counting grains of salt or sugar. I think that's a myth that goes along with leprechauns. But really? I think it's yeah, I know. I've heard that before. If you throw salt down on the ground, or is it sugar, one of the two, they have to like count the grains of it. They're like compelled to do that, but that's just some type of myth that was not included in Dungeons and Dragons. So
yeah, but I know that's true for vampires. vampires, you to keep them distracted, you throw down like a whole bunch of poppy seeds or some
Oh
sort
my
of small.
God, poppy seeds! Poppy seeds. I'm
Yeah,
looking. I'm looking that one up.
yeah.
Vampires, vampires, and poppy seeds. Okay, okay,
Vampires
okay.
and counting. They love to count things.
In European folklore, specifically Slavic traditions, vampires were believed to be obsessed with counting particular seeds or grains. To thwart them, people would scatter poppy seeds, millet, and sand around graves, hoping the vampire would be compelled to count every grain and thus remain trapped there until sunrise.
Yep.
Okay. Never heard that before. Okay.
Well, I'm glad I could educate you on poppy seeds.
That's something I would probably not use because it's just really dumb.
Well, all right. So,
Yeah.
in your description, you described them as possibly halflings, right?
I think they're smaller than halflings, but yeah, okay. We'll first say the argument's sake halflings, yeah.
So they're essentially mortal, right?
You can kill them. Yeah.
Can they be affected by diseases? STDs?
That's not something I've really counted. I mean, that's not something I explored in any of my games, Jeff. But yeah, I would think so.
Are there women leprechauns?
I don't see why there wouldn't be.
Okay.
I mean, they're traditionally portrayed as being men, but I don't see why there wouldn't be.
So if they can contract diseases, right? Can they contract vampirism?
Vampire leprechaun.
I will steal your blood. Blah blah blah.
Cornbot is attempted to reboot. Mr. Prax is barely staying awake. No, it's. I think vampire. When it comes to vampirism, it only works on humans. If I'm remembering correctly from AD&D,
Really?
and that demi-humans aren't included in the vampirism. Though I could be wrong. I think second edition changed that though. Rob would know. Rob knows that edition of second that we.
Oh, I thought if it bleeds, it could be turned into a vampire.
No, not necessarily.
As long as it meets like specific requirements, like it has to be humanoid, like 2 legs, 2 arms, such.
Vampires aren't picky. Yeah.
So a leprechaun vampire wouldn't work?
Probably not.
What about lycanthropy?
So you want to turn people into wear something?
No, like leprechauns. Be like a be like a leprechaun werewolf. A Yorkie.
I don't know.
This is my teacup werewolf.
Yeah, I think, like I said, second edition changed a lot of that with Ravenloft and everything. So yeah, female leprechauns are like female Smurfs. Like there's only one of them, and the whole village gets a turn at her.
Jeez, I think she only had one boyfriend. I
mean, honestly, you have what did they say? There was like 100 Smurfs in that village. I think Papa Smurf said once.
101.
All right, 101, and there's one chick. What do you think's going on in that village?
A lot of smurfing. Lots of smurfing. It smells like a tidal wave just came in. It smells like a Cyclops cave.
Either the Smurfs are having one giant big gay orgy or they're taking turns at Smurfette. So
no, I pretty much believe they, in the cartoon and comic strip, they pretty much stayed asexual.
No, because Smurfette used to flirt with the guys and stuff like that.
Hey, buddy, I know you can't do anything about it, but hey, F off. You know I can't do anything.
You know the. Hey guys, I know you're kind of round down there, and there's nothing in your pants. So.
I know you're like Ken dolls down there.
Well, I mean, technically, Smurf babies came out of nowhere, so.
No, they came by stork.
Ugh. I just went to the Games Workshop store. Ugh. She never got preggers. No, she never
Right.
did.
Rob's right.
I got sloppy 95ths. Yeah, imagine being number 101. 101. Ugh. I don't even know if I'd be able to stay erect for that one. I'd be like, ugh.
I knew I shouldn't have gone after Hung Smurf.
We would call him Hungy Smurf.
Sentient
my
fungi,
God.
yeah. I believe Kill Raven is correct.
You ever sentient funguses?
Yeah. There's
I don't
some
know.
people who actually go into the myth of Smurfs, how they would lure children in to kill them and grow their children on the dead corpse.
Oh, so they were evil assholes? Okay.
Yeah, but unless you're talking about the cartoon, then the cartoon they were, I guess, benevolent.
I guess so. I don't know. I mean,
You know,
the cartoon and the comic strip, they were always just playful assholes. So
they weren't assholes at all in the cartoon.
Well, they were annoying most of the time. So
that was just brainy. Now he's kicked his ass.
Ah.
Well, I mean, if you go by
Papa Smurf always said.
If you go by the lore, then technically Gargamel's the good guy.
Gargamel's the good guy.
If you go by the myth, I mean, if they lure children in to kill them and use their rotting corpse as their breeding ground, wouldn't that mean killing them would be the good thing to do?
Gargamel's the good guy. It's the Smurfs that are evil.
Did you actually look that up?
I did. I don't actually see anything about that. Let's see. Gargamel is the main antagonist of the Smurf show and comic books. He is a wizard and the sworn enemy of the Smurfs. The character was originally meant to appear only once in a short story of the Smurfs, but then he became a permanent fixture.
Mm-hmm. They had a couple of, I would say, antagonists, didn't they?
They did. They had that little fat pigged woman with the big nose, that used to like that and stuff.
And there was that big giant guy who,
the ogre guy or whatever his name was.
Him and Gargamel teamed up every once in a while.
I bet they did.
Azrael, leave the cave for a little bit. You don't want to see this. Azrael. How would you do his voice?
I don't think I could do his voice, to be honest. Azrael and Gargamel and Azrael can kick rocks. Ooh. Little harsh statement there about.
Save the children, Cornelius, in a certain point of view.
Gargamel hates the Smurfs because he cannot catch them no matter how hard he tries. Wow, that's a real reason to hate them.
Chasing that purple dragon, huh?
The reason he's trying to catch them is he needs them to turn base metal into gold. Interesting, because I know in the early cartoons he was just trying to eat them. So
right, yeah, he was. Yeah, I think a wizard of his power would try to do something more than trying to just get gold. I mean, the dude's a powerful wizard. He could pretty much kick anybody's ass magically wise.
Oh, that's right.
It's Gummie, I believe.
Yeah, and that's right. Gargamel created Smurfette to infiltrate the Smurfs originally, and to cause chaos.
Then Hungy Smurf got to her. I don't want to be a bad Smurf anymore. That's right, lady.
He saw a happy village of gay Smurfs, and he's just like, I need to fuck that up. And he made Smurfette, so. Wizard of his power. I don't recall him ever doing anything particular impressive. No, he never did anything impressive. That is, well, he made Smurfette. That's about the only impressive thing he ever did. Why does
Assuming
Gargamel?
1-on-1. Yeah.
I mean, what do you think they were running a train on her? I mean, guys, line up outside my house. Can't do that voice.
So going back to leprechauns. So he has a 75% of stealing any, or I guess he or she, the leprechaun, has a 75% of them stealing any object they want from you. Is there a specific requirement for where it has to be?
No, it's basically a random item, but it basically insinuates that the DM could be like, "Yeah, fuck you, I'm taking this item." So,
What if they have the item locked down?
like inside the hut,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. He can do whatever he wants. So, he's not attacking you. He's just taking something from you.
It attacks my person.
Oh, poor baby.
Like by midnight, it hurts my feelings.
He had some emotional damage from it. Yeah,
Emotional damage.
Yeah, okay.
What if it's a small object? Let's say your character swallowed the object. Could they still steal it then?
No, they cannot reach inside your body and steal it, Jeff. Like, what is this? He's going to come along? I'm stealing your kidney to sell on the black market.
You know what? Have an organs harvesting leprechaun come by every once in a while.
You know what? That actually might be a good write-up to do. A monster that comes and harvests your organs while you're sleeping to sell on the black market. I may have to write that one up and put that up on my blog. I may do that.
That would be interesting. Yeah, that would be scary too. Especially if it turns invisible up. What you thinking about, buddy?
I was reading his Gargamel pure evil. There's no answer for that one.
So leprechauns can steal your organs now. Nice kidney you got there.
Hey, nice kidney you got there, pal.
I know a king that is on dialysis.
I could sure fetch me a pretty penny for that thing there.
My goodness.
He's like that little guy with the little bowler hat and a cigar and everything. I'm gonna get your kidney. Like the Flintstones or
something. +3 magical kidney. I can't get drunk anymore.
Well, he gets a +3 to saving throw, so.
Can we make that thing magical organs?
You want to make a magical organ?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like Cornelius said, a kidney of +3.
Don't think that they would do that, but I don't know how you would do that. I guess you enchant your body parts. Hey, enchanter.
Lots of potion.
Hey, enchanter, I want you to enchant something.
I want to be Hungy Smurf. I want an organ of +3.
I thought you said I want an orgasm +3. Got your magical organ right here for you. Hey!
Got him.
Yaddy! Leprechauns? Or are we done with leprechauns?
I think we're done with leprechauns. I mean, we pretty much described them.
What did you think about the ambush bug?
The ambush bug. That is creepy. That sucks too, because I mean, I imagine a group of adventurers out there in the woods just being like fucking attacked constantly by small bugs like gnats and shit like that. Maybe some horse flies if you got horses with you. And then all of a sudden, you just feel like a little sting on like your arm or something.
Yeah.
You're like, ow, fuck. You don't think about it because you're being constantly bombarded by insects anyway.
No, you would know. I mean, these things are huge. They're not small. I mean, they're like at least this big. So,
Hey, Volt.
hey, Mr. Volts. Mr. Volts is here. Yeah, they're pretty big, and they you would know because they paralyze you once they sting you. So, no, I'm not talking about assassin bug. I'm not talking about ambush bug. I'm an assassin bug. Yeah,
You know what? We're gonna put ambush bug in there too.
Yeah, sorry about that.
They're all getting on you now.
Fine, fuck you, and fuck you. There, you happy?
Hey, did you know that Superman's in DC too?
hey, Jeff.
What?
Did you know that Batman was in DC?
No. Does he
Yeah.
attack our players?
Absolutely.
It steals my +3 kidney.
And he takes his action on you.
For tonight, I'm calling you Robin. What?
For tonight, I'm calling you Dick Grayson.
We're gonna have a slumber party.
My God. Slumber party. Hey guys, want to have a slumber party? Dude, we're in the middle of a battle. I know, I just wanted to ask. Wanted to be polite. Didn't want to be rude. But yeah, the assassin bug, pretty much when they attack and they hit you, they paralyze a part of your body. So you would know instantly. And then once you get paralyzed, the female bug comes over and implants her larva or eggs inside you and then dies. And then they grow inside you. But you don't know exactly that it's happening unless, you figure it out. So,
you know what? I want to make an ambush bug now for Dungeons and Dragons. I want it to be
Mr. Volts is going to kill his characters. I can see it now.
his players.
No, he's not going to kill his players. He's going to kill his characters.
No, I want to make an ambush bug for Dungeons and Dragons, or for any fantasy. I could think of it like almost spider-like. There's trap spiders in Dungeons and Dragons, right?
What type of spiders?
Trapdoor.
I don't think there's trapdoor. Maybe, I don't know. I know there's a bunch of little spiders, big spiders, and then really, 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 really giant spiders. But the giant spiders are ones that, like, they bite you, it's save or die. So
not really anything specific.
But I mean, it doesn't mean you couldn't make up a trapdoor spider.
I wouldn't think that giant spiders would be poisonous. I mean, I think about the gargantuan tarantula, and I don't think it's venomous. I think it's poisonous. I think it has maybe some small poisonous barbs to keep predators away, but I don't think it's venomous. It has a nasty bite, though.
Couldn't you die from the Black Widow bites?
Yeah, but
pretty quick.
The Black Widows aren't giant.
That's no, but in D&D they're huge. So
the Retriever from Final Fantasy.
Oh, Final Fantasy. Okay, I read that as Fantastic Four.
The FF Fantastic Four. What are you doing, thing? I'm getting my Retriever.
Is that what you call it? Shut up.
It's a +3 organ.
It's +3 organ. Oh my God. Oy.
So, ambush bug. It's invisible. Unless it takes an action from you, it steals your organs.
I'm listening.
Fiend folio.
Fiend folio. Yeah.
Thank you.
In a fantasy world, I'm considered huge. I mean, sure. If that's what you need. Okay. By all means, Rob. Why not?
What would you think about this? About an ambush bug?
You're like stuck on this ambush bug. Is this like the new hut?
Because what else can it do though?
It could just jump out and go hi and scare you. I guess I don't know.
I take my action and get through.
I mean, it would be hidden until it ambushes you and then attacks.
Would it be a solo or would it be a group?
Ambush bug? I would think it'd be like a group. Maybe they'd be like an alpha spider or something.
Ooh, but these are bugs, not arachnids.
Bug is a bug, and they're all the same. They're all gonna die.
I don't consider arachnids and bugs to be the same thing. Of course,
I hate them both.
People call centipedes and millipedes bugs too, so
it's all bugs. Cockroach is a bug.
You're right. Yeah. Go on.
Fly is a bug.
Mm-hmm.
You're a bug.
Did you know Aquaman's in DC?
Oh my god! Is he really? Spiders hunt alone. Well, these spiders are pack hunters. No, bug is not a scientific term. It's just a nickname. I don't know.
I don't think
they call dollars, bucks, things like that. It's a nickname.
Well, I would agree that Rob is correct. Spiders do normally hunt alone. There are a few species of spider that actually hunt as a group.
Did you just actually?
Actually, and if you want to go into the real depths of it, if you want to go to Lord of the Rings, when the party of I totally blanked on the name. I'm so tired. Wow, when they went to the Greenwood, they get attacked by a group of spiders.
Oh, the retriever from the Fiend Folio is a drow pet and abysmal. It has eyes similar to the Beholder.
Ah, thank you.
How about the little one that's just a watcher? It just watches you.
What are you doing over there? I'm watching.
Hey, Rick's here. All right, time to go, folks. See you later. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, the one that just sits there and he's like, "Hey guys, I'm just gonna watch."
A general term. Yeah, I can see that. Generic, general.
Yep. Yeah, bug is like a term, like a weed, like a buck, or a dollary-do.
I was thinking when you said buck, I was thinking you mean like a deer?
Yes, a deer. Mm-hmm. You nailed it, Jeff. Spectator, beholder, kin. Yes. He just stands there and goes, "Hey.
Hey, did I see your organ get removed by a leprechaun? For your buck?"
Did I just see a leprechaun take his action on you?
Oh, man. So, ambush bugs, they're a group of spiders that attack you in a colony. I need some coffee, too. I woke up really early. I got like
I don't want some coffee because I'm going to go to bed in a couple hours. So.
Nah, drink some coffee. Wake up. Wake up for me.
One time I brought coffee to Gary Gygax. He said thanks.
I said, I only want water. And he left.
No, he said thanks. Then he left.
He didn't even ask for cream or sugar. He just drank that hot coffee right in front of me.
You know what? I could see him drinking plain black coffee too. For some reason, I could just see him sitting there like the cup of coffee. Hey kids, let's play some D&D. And his hands shaking and stuff like that.
Gary's voice changes a lot with you.
Well, that's when he drank a lot of coffee. Normally, he's just like, "Hey guys, want to play some D?" You want to play some D&D?
Use the leprechaun. He's gonna take its action. Hold on.
Oh man.
So anyway, this leprechaun.
Ew, Diet Mountain Dew.
Why would you do that to yourself?
At least drink zero Mountain Dew, because at least it tastes closer to regular Mountain Dew.
Or just drink the regular Mountain Dew.
Well, maybe he doesn't want to beat us, all right?
He doesn't want to beat it?
He doesn't want to beat us. Wilford Brimley told us about diabetes and the warning signs of it. Okay,
Diabetes.
diabetes.
Mr. Brimley, why are you going to the bathroom? Diabetes.
Diabetes. I got the diabetes. My diabetes.
Yeah, that's it. That's what he was talking about. You know, I was a cocoon. You were a cocoon? Yeah, cocoon.
Cocoon. I drink plain black every day. For some reason, I feel like there's something more to that.
I just refer to it as black coffee. I don't refer to it as plain black.
Yeah, in the wrong area. You might get in trouble for that one. The sugars. I got me the sugars. Mm-hmm. I never guilted you for crap. You be quiet. You know, if you were a real fan, you'd probably join the channel for 99 cents a month.
Oh. That's
there,
right. And you even had that video in there too, didn't you?
I even made that video explaining it, and that was all for you, Mr. Prack. No, it wasn't. I'm just teasing.
Hi guys, could you join my channel and be a member for $1,000 a month?
For just $25 a month, you can watch me do really crazy things. I mean, really
watch me
crazy.
go to the bathroom with the penis.
I can't drink black coffee. I just
not?
can't. It just doesn't taste good.
You're not a real man? Why?
Fuck you, Jeff.
RPG,
hey, RPG Dad, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. No, I really
says, I have a high level party paladin 14, wizard 17, monk 13. I have.
Did you try to spit that out as fast as possible?
I need a badass monster to rattle the cages. I'll probably give Assassin Bug, MR, and various improvements. Also, make sure you throw in a leprechaun there too, so they don't have their magical items.
Make it a leprechaun Assassin Bug.
No, make it a group of leprechaun Assassin Bugs. They fight you with their leprechaun scene. I'm taking my action.
Well, everybody new that's here probably wants to leave now, but hey, why not?
Bye.
Bye. Anyway. No, but yeah, they're interesting. I take my woman. All right. Well, Rob takes his women like he takes his coffee. Bitter. Got it. Jeff's.
I want to say something. I like my coffee like I like my women, without a penis in it. Leprechauns and pixies. Pixies and leprechauns. Assassin Bugs.
Why is there a penis in your coffee, Jeff?
I'd say I don't like one.
Wait. Why would there be one in your coffee?
I don't know, but I don't want one in my coffee. Thank you very much.
Packing it up. Where did the notion that you know what? I'm just moving forward on this one.
You seem to be very obsessed with that.
Let's just move forward on that one.
I try to move forward, but you seem to be fixated on putting your penis in my coffee. Why is that?
I was just wondering if you want to come over for a slumber party.
Jeff, I'm taking my action.
Yeah, I'm taking my action, Jeff. Yeah. Pixies are probably just as bad as leprechauns in a sense.
No, pixies are worse in my opinion.
You think so?
Well, I mean, leprechauns are assholes. They steal shit, but pixies will dominate you.
And they'll change things about you as well.
Yeah.
Body parts, things like that.
Oh, pixies is the one that steal your kidneys. Gotcha. I went out to the forest and I woke up in a bathtub full of ice.
Wait, bathtubs don't even exist. What are you talking about?
Bathtub does exist.
Oh, that's right. They have the wooden tubs.
Right. I'm like, wait a minute.
But does ice? Well, they really wouldn't have ice laying around, would they?
Baths were invented, in the BC era?
You mean BCE era.
No, I'm not going to go there.
Yes,
Black
I know.
coffee era.
Yeah, the Black Coffee era.
But yeah, pixies are assholes, and
Yeah, they are.
they will absolutely
Hey, Ultra American is here. A real American.
ultra
Pixie
good.
stick. We're not talking about pixie sticks. They are crack, yes, but we're not talking about them because you would get diabetes from those. Oh,
How would
I do.
one make pixie sticks in D&D?
You go to the bathroom a lot, have them diabetes.
You start your beatus. First, you gotta get your plain black. Then you get your beatus.
How would you make pixie sticks? I don't know. They're just pure sugar. That's all they really are. So I have a new topic. Okay. I often think of RPG campaigns running long and characters developing and growing to higher levels. Does this ever happen? It seems like you change games so often. You reach level 2, now switch.
Yeah, Merkel, fuck yeah. I would agree with that, Mr. Prax, because some people do get bored with certain. It also depends on if you go buy the book or kind of homebrew it a little bit. Because if you go buy the book, it takes forever to level up in like
It's how it's
basic, right?
supposed to be. It's how it's supposed to be.
So I've only anecdotally heard of one person ever uh uh playing games for years besides for what was his name? Longest running RPG.
Yeah. Mr. Kent, yeah.
Yeah, besides for him, was a thief that their campaign kept on going. The problem with the
Retirement age, yeah.
the problem with keeping with a long game for a long time is one, people get bored and want to leave, and two, people die. I mean, characters die.
No, people die too, so
People do die, you know. So keeping a game going for a long time is a hard possibility.
well, we
Plus,
played Marvel for a total of a year and a half straight when we
right.
played that evil campaign. Most people generally get to levels 5, 6, 7 around there for D&D and kind of get a little bit bored of the game and decide to move on to other games.
Hmm. I
So,
mean, that and by the time you get like seventh, eighth level, any of your common monsters are going to be pretty much cannon fodder,
mhm.
and you're just going to go through them pretty fast. So you have to up your DM game and go into like God mode.
Kill the players, not the characters. You can always reuse the characters. Well, I see Mr. Legion of Myth is definitely on the ball tonight. I wonder which personality is behind Legion of Myth tonight.
Who?
It's not Heathen Dog.
Heathen Dog.
That's one of the hosts of the show.
Oh, okay. So it's a whole group of people. That's pretty badass.
Yeah, Legion of Myth is a channel which you can go to, and they do very good live streams and RPG reviews and stuff like that. Jeff got quiet.
Sorry, I was. My wife was texting me. I was replying to her text.
She said she's taking her action.
She's not home, so if she's taking an action,
You got to talk to her.
Hard way.
One of my players, a longtime friend. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's tough when that happens. You know, when you have a friend for a long time and they pass away.
Did you make his character evil and go against the party?
Jeff. You didn't die. You just left the campaign, okay? There's a difference.
But you guys ended up killing my character anyway.
I killed your character, yeah.
You and your Sithy ways.
I was not a Sith. I was a gray Jedi. Fuck you. It's not my fault that your guy left the campaign. Well, you left the campaign and the GM decided that your guy was going to become totally evil because he was a slave for 5 years or whatever. The other guy who sells me $900 upside down 20 times. Okay.
What the hell did you get from for $900? Freaking a whole Warhammer set or something?
Wow.
That's a good amount of money.
I don't think I've ever lent somebody $900, so
I don't think I even have the option of doing that. I don't even have $900.
well, like $50 or something like that. But you know,
I don't know. If someone borrowed 20 from me, I kind of hound them for a while. Hey, when am I gonna get that 20 back?
hey, so where's that 20?
I'm gonna need to send a leprechaun your way. Rent. Oh, yeah.
The Grey Jedi, is it like a White Lantern ring or a Red Hulk?
Hulk.
No, Grey Jedi is a very good middle ground to play. You get the best of both worlds.
The White Lantern thing is kind of silly. What do you get powered by? Wife.
Hey, in brightest day,
In darkest
something. Yeah, I know.
Like what would be good? Maroon. In darkest something, in brightest something, we'll do something. Powered by forgetfulness.
So what were they doing?
And what's going on?
Oh yeah, I was saving the galaxy. That's right.
Oh, I gotta do a TikTok on this real quick.
Wait, why is he doing a TikTok in the middle of battle?
Why did Dick Grayson have a slumber party in the middle of battle? Who knows? The maroon.
I guess it makes sense if he was Gen Z, so that would make total sense. Did you see? I saw the headlines the other day. It says Gen Z discovers making coffee at home to thwart the Starbucks rising prices. I'm like,
What was that from the Babylon Bee or something?
no, it wasn't from the Babylon Bee. They discovered making coffee at home. I was like, really? I mean,
that cannot be a real headline from a
well,
serious news.
They do call the Gen Z the Christopher Columbus generation too.
Why?
Because they think they discovered everything when we already know all about it. That's why. I've heard them referred to that a couple times, the Christopher Columbus generation. Because they're always like, hey, look what I found. It's just like, yeah, we know what that is already. We've been using it for 30 years, dude.
It reminds me of an episode from, I forget what show it was, but the guy was like, you could just make crops from the ground and you could sell them to make money.
No.
It's the craziest thing. They grow right from the ground and you can sell them. And he pulls up a chick. It's like, you see these things right here? They make eggs.
The Rainbow Lantern Corp. I didn't know there was a Rainbow Lantern Corp. I mean, there's multiple colors.
There's the brown one.
I gotta poop. Yeah, I know there's like different colors. I didn't know there was like a rainbow core. So, Jeff's typing.
I am. I'm trying to figure out something.
How do I take my action? I want my lanterns green.
So,
and a bowl haircut.
The blue and I guess it's blue and gray. That's the ribbon for diabetes. That's the core, the diabetes core.
Well, yeah.
We get powered by diabetes.
They all have Wilford Brimley mustaches. Mm-hmm. I made up the term. I know nothing about it. Oh, okay. No, there are a lot of colors, but then there's also a lot of colors that people made up too. So be careful when you're looking at that.
There's also a crystal core in there. Like that's a fan made, obviously.
Yeah, that's fan made. Yeah,
But I
because there
think there's only
was
7.
there was green, there was black, there was white, there's yellow, there's red, there's orange, blue,
Sapphire.
sapphire.
Oh, that's blue. I mean, yeah. Well, how is the? Okay, so her name is what? Sapphire or the one with the purple gem or
Vi-
whatever?
the violet. Yeah,
Yeah, the violet one, but she calls herself Sapphire. Isn't Sapphire's blue?
are they?
By blackest day, brightest. What was it? Brightest day, blackest night. We got diabetes, so
Immortal comic book rising. We talk about comic books, and the comic book Immortal shows up. Look at that.
oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
sapphires are best known as being blue. Yes,
Oh, okay.
they also come in gray, black, and colorless. But you're right. They are best known as being like a darkish blue color. Wilford Brimley Blair from The Thing without a mustache. Damn, diabetes.
What do you think, Blanche?
Where,
I think Blair,
where
I think
did
Blair from Golden Girls.
you mean Blanche?
Yeah. Yeah, no, Blair. There's Blair, Blanche, and whatever her other name is. Amethyst or Purple.
Where's
Yeah,
Wilford
that's what I was
Brimley?
thinking, right?
Where's Wilford Brimley? He's in the bathroom again.
He's playing as Blair.
Amethyst are purple, sapphires are blue. Yeah.
Pink's Sapphire, too.
I've never seen a pink sapphire. Okay. I guess it could be.
Have you looked inside the Smurf Village much?
I don't know. Why don't you go ask Hungy Smurf? Hey guys, I'm Hungy Smurf.
My name is Jeremy Smurf.
Jeremy. A blue topaz looks similar to blue sapphire.
Right.
Mm.
I thought blue topazes were brighter, or like a lighter color, not so dark.
What color of the lantern core would you be if you can't be green?
Brown.
Which everybody wants to be, obviously.
I'd be brown. Powered by shit.
Brown.
I'm about to diabetes.
Brown lantern. I want to see what the brown lanterns are all about. I know someone made it up, but I just want to see.
Oh, obviously. There's probably fan-made ones all over the place.
Let's see. Are there brown lanterns? No. There are no canon brown lanterns. Sorry, Jeff, you can't be a brown lantern.
Oh, you mean canon lanterns? Okay.
Yeah.
I've said it before. I think I'm best as a blue.
So you depend on like the love and stuff like that, and
well, it's hope,
love, hope, same bullshit.
Bob Hope.
Bob Hope, yes.
Rick says I'm best probably as red. I don't know. I mean, I get angry, but not that angry. Not like psychotic angry. I'm just gonna throw my vomit blood at you.
How about orange?
Agreed. I'm pretty sure there's only one orange one.
Yeah, because he took all the other rings. That's why.
Exactly. So
he went,
orange is pretty much out of category. I'm best as a white lantern. Life gives me power.
And so black would be death or necromantic.
Yeah. That's necromantic.
He's sad he even knows that.
Why? It's a good color. You have anger issues? Yeah, I can tell. What about you, Vince?
I would probably go with yellow.
Violet. Oh, yellow, of course.
I mean, I like the idea of the orange ones, but only one person can be orange. So
Yeah. Even if you were chosen for one, you wouldn't last that long.
nope, you'd be like mine, and you take it away from me. Be the end of it.
Age comments where I knew the kid was a few years older than me myself, and he's off-brand comics. What off-brand comics would this kid sell, or would he have?
Is that giraffe sex? Yes. Necromantic. You know what? On the podcast today, I said emancipated when I meant to say emaciated. So
I did hear that. I was listening to that. I was like,
I,
they're
I
like
made
mange.
myself
Oh,
I made myself laugh.
they're getting rid of their parents.
I was like, yeah, you two, when they start looking to emancipate, I'm like, wait, no, that doesn't work. Emaciated is what I was looking for, but yeah. But you two could
Uh,
become emancipated if you'd like.
necromantic is necromancy, but you have a date beforehand.
Or your date's dead.
Yeah. Well, that would be the point.
Rick, you really want to get booted, don't you?
So you think you would be a yellow lantern,
Yeah.
not a violet one?
No, why would it be a violet one?
Why not?
Why would I?
Live off that lust?
Hi, Jeff. I'm going to take my action on you now.
Tonight I'm going to call you Robin.
Hey, Jeff, Dick Grayson's having a slumber party if you want to stop by.
Oh, what are they doing?
Well, they're going to, make some popcorn, watch some TV, blow each other.
Wait, hold on. What was that last one?
Watch TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're right. The violet lantern is the star sapphire core, so
That's not blue. It's purple.
it's purple. Yeah, you're right. You asked why she's sapphire, but yet she's purple. So that's what I was looking. Did
Bob would be red. Rick would be red. Rick would be slumbering.
The slumbering core. I got diabetes, so I got to slumber.
Our color is blue and. Assassin bugs emancipate you. Yeah, from life. I mean, if you got stung, all right. If an assassin bug stung you in the hand, you could still technically live, right?
It's not a matter of the sting; it's a matter of the larva inside you.
Oh, okay. What if, let's say, an assassin bug stung you? By the way, there's a dog right there. The assassin bug stung you in the hand, right? And putting its eggs in you, but you were able to tourniquet the arm so the larva couldn't spread.
It burrows its way through your body, eating your organs and internals. So I don't think it really matters if you tourniquet off. You could probably cut it off, but why would you?
So you don't die?
I mean, you can get, let's see, a cure serious wounds. You can get a heal spell, and at the very least, a limited wish to get rid of them all.
But what if your cleric's level 1 doesn't have a heal spell?
You go find a town with a more powerful cleric.
No, there's no town with more powerful cleric ever. Every cleric you meet is a level 1.
Then you dead, okay?
It's like, I know a god, but they really don't talk to me.
We're not on speaking terms anymore.
Ever since I took my action, they don't want to talk to me anymore.
Don't forget to hit that like button if you're here, or as Jeff says. What does Jeff say?
Like that smash button.
That's right. Don't forget to smash that like button.
No, it's like that smash button.
There you go.
The old memory banks. They were strange. One was this character who was like a super psychic. Ben Grimm, like superpowers, Hulkish. Okay. You know what I'd like to see? I would like to see Mr. Fix It. You know who Mr. Fix It is in comics? Mr. Fix It is the Gray Hulk.
The Gray Hulk, the one with
Hmm.
the glass, the one that always wore glasses and a tie.
No, he wore a nice suit and acted like a gangster there in Las Vegas. Seven is only four. Was like title of my book.
Hit that like button.
If you chop release it,
If it's your first time here, you can hit subscribe too.
don't forget the members.
You get that join button for 99¢, Mr. Cornelius Prax.
Chop it off. At least you have rock grubs. You can.
Yeah, you could burn off the rock rubs at least.
So, answer me a question. Let's
Riddle me this, Batman. Okay.
say the assassin bug stings you, plants its larvae. Could the other players? Let's say you're
No, they can't suck out the larva.
say you're in the hut.
That should be a fucking shirt. Say you're in the hut and a picture of the hut.
Do the larvae do they get protection? Actually, we discussed that before. Technically, since they're inside your body, they do get the protection.
No, they don't get your protection.
They get protection from the body. But no, let's say you didn't have a healer or cleric, right? With any healing spells.
Hello.
Can a potion work?
No, it has to be a cure. Well, I guess maybe a cure serious wounds potion would work.
So what if you were to cut open the
No,
wound?
wait. It says you have to be of a certain level. So you have to be a cure serious wound, and you have to be above 6th level for every level. You can kill one of the larvae above the 6th level. So no, it really wouldn't work too well.
So what if you were to cut open the wound and remove the larva or remove the eggs before they become larvae?
You wouldn't know.
Well, I'll go back to the whole leprechaun things. They're not common, but people know of them.
You wouldn't
not
know.
everybody knows about Bigfoot, but everybody has heard of something like Bigfoot.
You wouldn't know. You would just think 2 bugs stung you and paralyzed you. That's all you would know. And then you would start seeing signs of the larva.
Oh, what are some of the signs of the larva?
I don't know. Intense pain, crawling through your skin.
It's usually a black and white sign that says I'm a larva. That's a sign.
It says I'm taking my action. Boom. Done.
What if you were to take some sort of poison that you could survive, but the larvae couldn't?
Don't think there is one, but okay. Oh, God. Stings your scroll sack would be painful, but you can leave your nuts in your sack. It burrows inside your body, eating your internal organs and everything inside your body, and then it bursts out the same spot that it was injected into.
So kind of like those scarabs from the Mummy.
Yeah, kind of. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're dead, technically you are cured of all diseases and poisons. I mean, that is correct. Hey, I have this insect. You have a terrible disease or poison. I have this insect. If it stings you, it cures you of all of those problems. You know what? There should be a shady, wandering tradesman that does that. I have the cure for all your diseases, and it spreads that, like the cult thing you were talking about.
Oh, he could do that. Yeah, that would work.
Describe himself as a traveling uh, merchant.
A snake oil salesman type guy. Yeah.
Yeah, a cure all.
Mm-hmm.
They just have to sleep it off.
Shh. We don't tell anybody about that.
Don't disturb the napping child.
And then never mind the old guy when he keeps going to the bathroom. He's got diabetes. Diabetes. I can't help it. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Implant into your abdomen, right? It didn't specify. Right?
No, they don't specify. They just say they locate a body part, they sting it. Once it's paralyzed, the female will inject the larva into you in that very spot.
Is it? And it could be any part of the body, right?
Even the scrotum sac.
Scrotal. He said scrotal.
Sorry, scrotal sac. Yes. Have a necromancer perform surgery to remove?
Surgery.
Sure.
Well, that's what I was saying. If you had somebody who's, let's say, somebody would know about particular bugs like the assassin bug. Let's say a ranger, he sees the signs of an assassin bug attacking one of his fellow teammates. He would kind of know to open up the wound and kind of get those eggs out, right? Do a wilderness check.
It's not like, hey, take care, Legion of Myth. Thank you for stopping by.
See you,
Appreciate
buddy.
it. It's not like the larvae stay in one spot, dude. They burrow their way through your body.
Well, I mean, they have to be eggs before they become larvae, correct?
It's a very, very fast process.
The larvae's like, I take my action.
I'm going to insert diabetes in you.
How long would it take for? Yeah, she implants eggs or larvae.
Larvae, I believe it is.
So it's already formed larvae.
Yeah, it's just you don't know though. It's just kind of like she done.
Women.
Then she dies.
Well, according to Vince, they're already larvae. So once she's gets them into you, she pretty much dies.
She dies. They start becoming what they want to become, and they start burrowing their way through your body, eating you from the inside out.
What if you have a venereal disease? Do they also contract that venereal disease?
Sure.
Really?
I don't see why not.
Assassin bugs with gonorrhea.
Well, I mean, like I said in the example, it could be like an ogre that, inside the ogre, and it mutates because of the ogre blood. Who knows?
At any point, could they become sentient assassin bugs? Like, have thoughts and reasoning? Be able to conversate?
They just come out with a big giant brain and they're flying around. I'd like to know if I can implant my larvae inside of you.
Pardon me, sir. But I noticed that you don't have any larvae in you. Could I interest you in some larvae?
The sting just paralyzes, then the female implants on the very spot that the male stings. Yeah. Listen to the podcast. It's right here on this channel.
Brain bugs. I find that highly offensive. That Starship Troopers. Okay, sorry.
I got it.
I didn't know if you got it or not. Hey, did you know Batgirl's in DC? Yeah. All right. Rick's got a good point. What if you don't consent?
This is a fantasy game where you're fighting monsters and trying to survive. There's no consent involved. There's no X cards you can throw out or documents you have to sign.
What if I had the beatus? Would the bug still eat me then?
I mean, they don't care. They don't judge.
This guy's on the shitter a lot.
This guy's go to the bathroom a lot. We should stay away from him.
The sting just paralyzes, but then the implant, it's your motionless torso, then put right into your belly. I mean, technically, yeah, that makes sense. Because the male stings you and paralyzes you, right?
No, it stings the area. And it paralyzes the area.
Oh, so like your arm, it paralyzes the arm.
Yeah, it would paralyze your arm. And you would just think you paralyzed, and then another bug would come and sting you again, and you'd be like, the fuck?
I mean, if you say they're about the size of what, saucers?
I guess so. They describe them as being about that big. So,
I mean, you would kind of see them on you, right?
yeah, that's why they attack you and they take their action on you, Jeff.
So they ought to know that you're getting attacked by a assassin bug.
Not necessarily. You don't know every monster out there, especially if you're a young adventurer.
Well, my character knows every monster out there. It looks to a manual every time you attack, so that I know exactly how many hit points they have.
And you will be wrong every time.
No, these are pink goblins. They're not in the monster manual.
If you talk about something I don't like, I hit you with a red card because my delicate sensibilities are all traumatized. Wow.
Is
Mr.
that like
Pratt.
the X card?
Yeah, that's his version of the X card.
Oh.
Red means stop, Jeff. Red means stop.
Are you talking about diabetes too much?
Yes, he's offended by the diabetes talk.
Who isn't?
I know. It's a shame. What?
I'm sorry, I'm just updating my something.
You're updating your something as in your wife?
I'm updating my something. So what did we say that was traumatizing?
Yeah, you could roll on the chart, or the DM could just say, yeah, he's stung your arm. Yeah, he stung your leg.
What if he stings your backside?
Oh, my ass is just numb right now.
It's just leaking now.
I am type 1. That one went through. Okay.
Cornelius, I always thought you were number 1.
We're talking about type 2 anyway, so.
Yeah, we were talking about type 2.
At least that's what Wilford Brimley taught us.
Mm-hmm. And he eats the apple pie and ice cream and apple pie and diabetes.
You know, if you eat too much of that apple pie, you have to go to the bathroom too.
You shit yourself.
Nothing traumatizes me well except for actual trauma. Well, that's true.
Like I said, I seriously, I wish I can get into a game where they have those X cards. Just start throwing out as soon as people start describing their character.
Just go to any comic book shop that you see blue-haired people, and they're playing D&D 5th edition, and you can just jump right in. I'm sure they.
I don't even join the game as soon as they start. Just throw down.
The DM's like, okay, so you're in a tavern. Jeff just walks up, X card.
X card. Where do you keep getting these X cards? Don't worry, I know a leprechaun.
I X card your X card.
What would they do then if they could X card your X card?
I don't think it's meant to be used that way, but I guess it would because
an X card is triggering me.
Because an X card is supposed to be a no stop. So if you throw down an X card against the X card, are you saying no stop the X card?
Stop the stop.
I want more.
What if you kept on the O ones? It's like keep going, right?
The old one's like,
So someone's describing their characters like, "Oh yeah, my guy is a lizardman barbarian. You know, his name is Ted," and you just throw down no cards like, "Tell me more." Just keep throwing those down. He keeps going diving deeper and deeper into his own lore. Well, when he was 15, he once wanted a boar.
I could
Oh,
just see.
card.
I get to see. So his name is Ted. He's wearing a black suit. His pants are tight. Oh, card. He's wearing tight leather pants. Oh, card. So tell me about his tight leather pants, man.
I had to play with it. I would like to have extract myself immediately. I don't know. Like I said, it depends on the player, not the the generation. Because we play with Gen Z players that do pretty well. They did pretty well, and
I
some
don't
that
think we
didn't.
had. I don't think we had any Gen Z people in our group.
Was David millennial?
I think David was millennial. Yeah.
Oh, well, near Gen Z then.
Can't be any worse than that 13-year-old we played with that one time. Oh, no, I don't think you were there.
I wasn't there.
The
I
little
don't.
the
I don't
little
like the,
13-year-old girl that wanted to play with us and kept begging to play with us, and her dad was like, "All right, let her play."
Fuck you.
So we let her play, and she was the most disturbing person ever.
Start cutting off fingernails, slowly pulling them out.
She was doing all wicked stuff, and she was like flirting and talking about X-rated stuff, and I was just like,
You're
"How old are you?"
13. I'd be
I
like,
was just no.
I'd be like
I told her dad. I was like, "Dude."
911.
I was just like, your daughter is out of control with this stuff, and like everyone was like, yeah, and he was like, he got so mad.
Why? Because what? He makes his daughter watch some bad stuff.
No, because he didn't know she was going to do that. That's why he was
Oh,
mad.
okay. So he's mad at her.
Yeah, not me.
I was like,
Well,
why is he pissed off with you guys? What did you guys do?
First he was mad at me, thinking I was being a pervert and stupid, and I was just like, no, people in the group can and back me up, and they did, and he was just like, oh, he grabbed her and pulled her out of there. Well,
Don't tell people about your actions.
I'm not your babysitter, pal.
Yeah, seriously, like
that's why I don't play in any group unless you're 21 or older.
Yeah.
So I don't even want to play. Oh, can my daughter sit in and play? No, she cannot sit in and play. I had a friend that used to be like that all the time. Oh, can blah 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 sit in and play? She's 6. No. Well, she has to learn sometime. Great, you have a special session with her and show her your actions. Okay.
I developed diabetes. That's my action.
I said, have a great time teaching your daughter by yourself. No, I will not be playing in a game with a 6-year-old.
I mean, I go back to it's more of the player, not so much the generation. I mean, you might find a good player that's a kid who actually enjoys a game, not X-rated stuff, but those are rare and few in between.
When I was at a convention a couple years ago, I played an AD&D game, and the GM was 16.
Okay.
I didn't know that, but he looked a lot older. And then when we got done with the game, I was like, "Oh, that was cool, thanks, man." And he was just like, "Great." And he's like, "Oh, I'm glad you thought my son did well. He's only 16." I'm like, "Holy crap, he did a great job."
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter the generation, but it is typical for the younger generation to act a certain way. Yes.
I mean, I would say there's some Gen Xers, some millennials.
How dare you?
That I would never play with. Maybe their maturity is not up to everyone else's standards. So, not that mine's that great. Talking about stuff, but yeah, I mean, don't judge the generation, judge the player.
Even 7th grade boys don't get all X-rated. You'd be surprised. Wow.
All right. So
Steven's not here, so we can talk shit about him now. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, absolutely.
Watch people like, I heard you guys.
He's bringing the offer back slowly. You have to keep
No.
subtle with him. You got to keep very subtle. Make sure that that you don't scare him off from Ulfric. But he's slowly getting back there.
Yeah.
Soon
All right.
he'll be eating bacon and wanting to eat buffalo wings in no time.
We are going to head out for the night. Hopefully you guys had a great time. The members stream is on Friday, 5:05 p.m. Central Time or 6:05 p.m. Central Time. And you guys can enjoy that if you're a member. 99 cents a month. You can join those videos and get videos ahead of time. With that said, we're going to head